The carbon tax and Bill 6 have claimed yet another Alberta business. Hotchkiss Herbs and Produce in Calgary is closing up shop, and they're looking to leave the country altogether. And they're citing the carbon tax and Bill 6 as the two main reasons why they're going out of business. But it's more than just a single Calgary greenhouse closing suddenly. Hotchkiss actually warned a year ago, almost to the very day, that they would not survive the NDP, that Bill 6 and the looming carbon tax would be too much for them. And now, after 24 years, they're shutting down. They didn't even make it until the carbon tax kicked in. Their last day of business, December 16th. What a lovely Christmas gift from the NDP. Now, Paul Hotchkiss, the owner, told Global News, he said, "You couldn't come up with better policies to crush not only small farms, but I think small Alberta businesses in general," end quote. And he said when he tried to tell the Agriculture Minister O'Neill Carlier his concerns, he was repeatedly stonewalled and then ultimately ignored. Farmers and greenhouse operators tried to tell Rachel Notley that they couldn't afford the added cost of Bill 6, and many people saw the freight train of the carbon tax headed toward Alberta greenhouse operators. Now, the Hotchkisses, they didn't want a handout. They didn't want help. They just wanted to be left alone. But Rachel Notley, well, she couldn't do that. She just has to have her toxic hands touching every single business in the entire province. The Hotchkisses wanted to be left alone to be able to compete with jurisdictions like Mexico and California, jurisdictions that have no carbon tax, longer growing seasons, better weather, and lower wages. The carbon tax will put a premium on Alberta growers that other producers in your grocery store just don't have. It means that locally grown Alberta food will be the most expensive food on the shelf in your grocery store. Anyone with a child's understanding of how business works could have seen this coming. It was so obvious that the Wild Rose Party tried to have an exemption carved out of the carbon tax for Alberta greenhouse growers. And of course, like all the other common sense carbon tax amendments, the NDP voted it down. How many long-time Alberta businesses closing will it take before Rachel Notley listens to the warnings of the people she's hurting so much? Maybe she won't listen until 2019. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunreid. I'm tired of seeing Alberta businesses go under because of increased regulations from Rachel Notley. The carbon tax is only going to make it worse. Go to stopthecarbontax.ca and sign our petition.